Hi Aries, I'm sorry if you started to watch your reading at the end of part 1, but you are actually on part 2. You are the first reading in part 2. Let's see what's happening for you during this new moon in Gemini. We are using the Game of Thrones Tarot. If you want information about this or any of the decks I use, just scroll down to the description box below. You've got the 8 of Coins, so working hard coming into this Gemini new moon. The Emperor, and you're the boss, you're in charge, you are the authority, it looks like. Also, the Emperor can just indicate Aries in general, so perhaps you're just feeling very much in your own skin, very much like yourself, although it looks like you are going through a period of healing, as you do have the 3 of Swords reversed, moving forward, past and out of the Gemini new moon energy. You've got the 9 of Earth reversed on the bottom of the deck. And I want to let you look at these with me, Aries. We are just doing this short 3-card spread for the new moon. We might have to draw clarifiers. We will see. Okay, you can see what we're looking at. And I feel like it's a lot about your financial independence, Aries, and trying to get a hold of that. Although, like I said, it looks like you are the boss, you are the emperor, you are in charge in this situation so far. Currently, at least. But still feeling nostalgic for someone. Ah, I see, I see. Okay. I see. So this might really be about the fact that you're going to miss an opportunity for more wealth, more health, a new work opportunity because you are still so fixated on someone from your past. You are really concentrated on maybe a soulmate energy, and it may be somebody from the distant past or the recent past, but you are feeling like yourself. You are feeling like the leader of your own life, the boss of your work, the authority figure in most areas of your life currently. It's just that you can't stop thinking about this person from your past. And it's a heartbreak, a disappointment that the only way out of that energy is through it, and to move through it and to heal. And it's like the type of healing normally with these 2 cards here that, like when I see the Star card, says to me that it can't be rushed. It's just something that, even though you've been working hard and I think you have the spoils and rewards to show for it, it's something you're having trouble enjoying. You're having trouble enjoying this independence. You maybe actually do have financial independence to a certain extent, but you're just having trouble showing gratitude for all the little details. It's, you know, like in her picture, let's take this image for example, it's so much more than just the gown or the jewelry or the dragon. There's the garden, there's the wind, there's the sun, right? There's her shoes, there's every detail, you know, and you're having trouble staying in a space where you're mindful enough to show gratitude for every little thing that you have to show gratitude for, because, like I said, you're really fixated on this energy from your past. Some of you feel like this person was your divine masculine, and that's why he's showing up as the emperor here. But for a lot of you, Aries, that is you, as I said, very much feeling like a leader, a boss, an authority figure, and just unable to focus on what your business has accumulated. And maybe the warning here for you then, Aries, is to not miss this new opportunity for health and wealth just because you're in a period of mourning that really you might want to step out of. This is an offer from the divine. It's a seed that needs your attention, your love, needs you to water it. And it looks like it's bringing you toward, after your mourning period, this stable, comfortable, happy home and family life, or family life. But it's certainly a secure image here. It's a picture of security. It looks like that's where you're heading, and especially if this opportunity, this earthly offer this offer for something healthy, wealthy, tangible, real, physical in front of you, especially if that has to do with a home, with bringing a home together, with making a home more stable. Yeah, I wouldn't just completely ignore this offer, this opportunity, just because you're so focused on the past. It's not that this person from your past was an unworthy individual, and it very well could have been someone like a soulmate, or at least a divine partnership of some kind, for sure. But it's all work, and it's all work and heartbreak here. It's all work and longing, work and nostalgia. Without even giving yourself an opportunity to enjoy, appreciate, show gratitude for the rewards that this work, it looks like, is reaping. You are making something for the work you're doing, and enough to truly be grateful for. So that's this message for you. The new moon is just about really, for a lot of people, it was about being in some type of stillness. For you, I think it's about finding a stillness, or finding something in it other than memories of this person from the past, finding gratitude for the present. If this person is the person you want to build a stable, happy, comfortable home and family life with, then maybe you should tell them. And if they already know, and if this is just a future with them that you're hoping for, then I really, really, truly feel that the message is saying the path forward to that home, whether it's going to be with them or not, but even if it is going to be with them, the path forward toward that is forward, not back. So it is in moving through this mourning period. It is in finding gratitude for that which you have on your own without this person, that you create an energy and a space in your life where someone like them could potentially step in. And I know some of you may be thinking, I don't want someone like them, I want them, but not even they can step in to your space when you're in the energy you're in now. You have to make room for them. So again, the message coming through for you is that either to find a stillness to find this gratitude, or find this gratitude in your stillness instead of these memories. And I don't mean that you can control these memories coming up, but instead of just solely these memories, right? You do have things to be grateful for outside of this person, outside of those memories. Show it, feel it, know it, show it truly, deeply, not just, surface value that won't do much for you. But it's about you being able to move forward toward this hope and wish that you probably wanted to have with that person, and recognizing that you can't move any kind of forward by moving backward or by looking backward. So even if it's them that you want to invite back into your home, back into your heart, back into the space with you, you'd have to be ready for that. And that's not going to happen before you reach this energy of gratitude. So pretty simple and sweet, Aries. I hope the insight was able to reach you. If you need a private reading from me, please just scroll down to the description box below. Check out your options there. Links are there. My email's there, LunarticksTarot@gmail.com. And thank you so much for all of your support, especially donations lately. Thank you for all of the donations, and I hope you make wise choices moving forward. I love you, and I will post another reading for you very soon. Hi, Taurus. Sorry, your new moon in Gemini reading is super late and hiding at the end of part 2. It's just the way that the cookie crumbled today. But let us see what is going on for you during this new moon in Gemini in May of 2019. What has been going on for you? It's already late on the evening of, but we've come this far with the reading, so let's just see. Let's see what we're looking at. Let's see what we're working with. This is the Game of Thrones tarot that we're using, Taurus. You can find information about that and any other deck that I use in Lunartics Tarot readings in the description box below. You'll also find information on the music and private readings down there. We are just doing a quick 3-card spread for you today for the new moon to see what energy you stepped into the new moon with, what gift it's offering you, and where you're headed. We're going to skip the ads while we're at it. Since your reading is taking a second to come out, Death reversed, maybe dealing with a Scorpio that you're missing, Tauruses. But quickly, I was just going to say thank you so much for all of your support, everybody. I especially wanted to say thank you for the donations lately. Thank you for all of it, though. Likes, comments, subscribes, emails, messages, and especially donations. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But orders as well, and those private readings, the information is down below. As I said, you can find links and all the information you need, or you can just email me at LunarticksTarot@gmail.com. That works as well, whatever works for you. With that said, let's get on to your new moon in Gemini reading, though, Taurus, and I do plan to flip these around to face you. Moon card reverse on the bottom of the deck. Justice at your center. So maybe dealing with a Scorpio, maybe dealing with a Libra energy. Some of you, Libra also had their card, this card, front and center. So if that's another prominent energy in your chart, or the prominent energy of somebody you're dealing with, I would also go to part 1, the other recording, the first recording, and check out the Libra reading as well. Now, part 1, and I forgot to tell Aries this, but part 1 also has, at the very beginning, a message for the collective that very well may be for you, may be connected to this message. It seemed to be connected for most of the other signs, so that may be worth checking out as well. But I feel like currently, presently, Taurus, as it may be fated that our reading was last, because we're feeling particularly balanced under the light of this new moon in Gemini currently. Feeling completely capable of allowing the precise and impartial truth to cut away the untrue, which makes sense with what's on the bottom of the deck. We're feeling disillusioned about something. Now, this can also, the moon card showing up even in reverse, can also be an indication of feeling lost and anxious, but I just don't see that coming through. That's not how it read for me earlier, and that's not how I feel about it right now. It feels like disillusionment, in fact, and I think that's a big part of why you're feeling so justified in cutting out anything that needs to be cut out of your life at present. Allowing, again, the precise and impartial truth to cut away the untrue. Even if we are missing a Scorpio with that death energy in reverse, it really just keeps coming through a Scorpio to me. It can also be a card of resurrection when it's in reverse, or it can be someone resisting a transformation. Yeah, a lot of Tauruses may feel resurrected in some sense currently. Like this Gemini season, or specifically, particularly this new moon in Gemini, is giving you new life, or making you feel like a new man or woman in some way. With the Nine of Cups as a clarifier, that's talking about self-love, that's talking about it can be a wish fulfillment card, right? So it's talking about wishes coming true, focusing on self-love, self-care. So I see a resurrection. I see somebody coming back to life, somebody feeling like a new man or a new woman, but because they are taking care of themselves, because they are creating their wishes and dreams, they're making it come true. And maybe you may get some help coming out of the Gemini new moon. you may get some help from a fire sign, in particular a mature masculine fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So we feel like a new person. We feel resurrected. But because we're doing what we need to do to care for our mind, body, and spirit, because we are really practicing self-love to the fullest at this time, that is what is rejuvenating and resurrecting us, I think. Interesting for it to show up as the Death card in reverse. I think that's because there are a good number of Tauruses who are also dealing with a Scorpio. Not everybody, but I think it's showing up that way because a lot of Tauruses are. So don't pay too much attention to the signs. Don't let it throw you off. But there are some who are going through this resurrection period and showing themselves this love specifically because they're recovering from missing a Scorpio. And perhaps they were in the past feeling lost and anxious about that, but at present we're in this energy of being, like I said, completely disillusioned. If nothing else, because we see what we need to do to take care of ourselves. Because we see what we need to do to resurrect ourselves, essentially, and like I said, because we see the precise and impartial truth. And we are going to wield that truth in order to cut away anything out of our life that we no longer need, that is no longer for our highest good, is the way I really like to say it most. So maybe that's Scorpio or some other energy that we've been recovering from, some other person, but also any parts of ourself that are no longer for our highest good, that are outdated, that are toxic, that are just unhealthy, that just aren't who we want to be in the future, right? Energies in general. That might mean people, that might mean places, that might mean habits and patterns. We're ready. We're ready to transform. And maybe with the Death card in reverse here in the recent past, we were not. We were not, and that's why we had to apply a time period that maybe some people didn't understand. That could be why it's showing up here, of self-love in order to get to this point. But we're ready for this resurrection now, to be this new person, and for some specifically post-Scorpio, yes. Feeling disillusioned. For some specifically, feeling disillusioned about why it was that we resisted the transformation for so long. Feeling like understanding why we resisted it is actually the key to now making it happen. And I think it does mean cutting out parts of ourselves, old, outdated versions and pieces that were never serving us, and were just excused for a time, and now they no longer are. The light is shining on them, right? So yeah, moving out of the new moon in Gemini energy with the 9 of Spears here, we're going to be looking for help. This new version of ourselves is at the very end of a spiritual creative journey, it looks like, with being a 9, the 9 of fire here. Oops. So unfortunate. I'm so sorry. Just everything's been wrong with your reading, Taurus. It's the latest, it's the most hidden, it's last. I apologize. But as we're moving forward and looking for that help, look specifically to mature masculine, again, Aries, Leos, and Sagittarians around you who may have something to offer in specifically whatever area you're looking for help, whether it's your career, which I think it was what it is for most of you, especially if you listen to that message for the collective I did at the beginning of part 1. It seems like it's mostly talking about passion projects, life purposes, or at least being on a purposeful path and creating something that's an expression of love from our heart space. So I think that's probably what it's about for most, but it could be about, searching for a home, searching for a partner, any area of your life that you're feeling completely revamped, transformed, resurrected in. And yeah, I see this mature Aries, Leo, or Sag who has something to offer in the way of whatever help it is you're looking for. So keep your eyes peeled for that individual, or ears open to that individual if you already know who they are, and why they can help you. It looks as well with this on the bottom of the clarifier deck like you're headed toward a new love opportunity. This can also be a renewed love opportunity, but it's a fresh, new emotional beginning, whether it's new or renewed. Yeah, so I'm not even entirely sure how that ties in with everything for you, Taurus, but it's a beautiful way to end the reading. And also, this can also just be sharing openly. It can be a new love in terms of sharing openly with others. So if we are talking about a creative expression, a work or work of art in some way, it can absolutely be because you're feeling renewed and resurrected and like a new person because you're ready now to open up and share that. And this King of Wands, he can also just represent an entrepreneur to me. So if it's not specifically Aries, Sag, or Leo, perhaps it's someone who can help you with your business, with your entrepreneurship, something like that, give you advice on sharing openly, publicly with others in regards to your business, right? Something along those lines. So that's the advice. Listen to that individual. Qualities, social, very social, passionate, intense, fierce, influential, has a great influences on the people around him, the nature in general around him, including people. So I hope the insight here was able to reach you, Taurians. I hope that you will make wise choices for yourselves, not feeling boxed in by anything we've talked about here or determined. I told you about the private readings down below. Thank you so much for all of your support again. I love you, and I'll post another reading for you very soon.